Hey everyone, Dr. Sean Miravici here. So a friend of mine shared this really interesting study where they're looking at different cannabis strains and how they're able to decrease inflammation, specifically related to COVID-19 and the sort of inflammatory storm that some patients get with COVID-19 that could make it fatal. Also called a cytokine storm, that's what that means here. So they identified a few strains, number 4, number 8, and number 14, which were the most effective, causing a profound downregulation of these inflammatory markers. And then furthermore, if we scroll down in the study, there's a section where they're looking at these strains and, perhaps what are some of the similarities between the strains that might be contributing to this anti-inflammatory action and benefit. And what's really interesting is it didn't seem like there was all that much difference between the THC level, the CBD level, CBGA, CBN, the cannabinoids in general. But what they did point out was that, especially for one strain, the dominant terpene or essential oil was beta-caryophyllene. And so they hypothesized that beta-caryophyllene might be contributing to this anti-inflammatory effect. So I thought it'd be really interesting to now go and find some strains that are high in beta-caryophyllene from your local cannabis dispensary, or in Ontario, we have the Ontario Cannabis store. So here's the landing page here. What's interesting is they're featuring these full spectrum carts right now, so that means you're getting in that extract a full picture of all the cannabinoids and terpenes from the original plant, which is kind of like what I like to get when I'm looking for a cartridge or an oil in general. Studies are showing more and more that these full spectrum extracts are having greater benefit than just isolating particular cannabinoids. So I thought that was interesting. So let's type in beta-caryophyllene or caryophyllene add. There we go. I'll let that load up. So what's cool on the OCS, or Ontario Cannabis Store website, is they have these articles. So terpene spotlight, beta-caryophyllene. Let's check that out. All right, so this article has some backstory on beta-caryophyllene, again, one of these terpenes or essential oils that are commonly found in cannabis. What's really interesting about beta-caryophyllene, it's one of the only things outside of a cannabinoid like THC or CBD that interacts with our endocannabinoid system. So it's really one of the only terpenes or essential oil that actually has direct effect on the endocannabinoid system, which is, of course, where THC has its effect as well. And beta-caryophyllene is one of these terpenes that are found in foods such as black pepper. So it really gives cannabis that sort of peppery, spicy flavor. Also found in cloves, as you could see there. So let's go and see if we could find some strains that are high in beta-caryophyllene. So I've actually reviewed a few of these strains. So there's the Soleil Balance. I've reviewed that as an oil, but I believe they take out the terpenes in the Soleil Balance oil, so that's not really useful. But if you get the raw flower, then it'll be high. MK Ultra by Aurora is actually one of my favorite strains, and I actually didn't know at the time that that was high in beta-caryophyllene, but you could see a review on that in my videos. One of my favorite strains. And the Cove Reflects. So I really like Cove as a brand, and I really liked their oil when I tried it. So that might be something to try out. And I believe they have a cartridge of that particular strain. Yep. Let's look at it. So there's the strain. And so you could see from the notes here that it's got hints of pepper. So there's that beta-caryophyllene. Now I'm just going to look up the cartridge for vaporizing, because that's my preferred method. It's much healthier and easier on your lungs than smoking raw flower. Let that load up. So there it is. So it's actually on sale, the Cove Reflect 510 thread cartridge. And let's check that out. So there it is on sale, $39.95. That's a good price, 23% drop, $12 off. And that's the extract right there. So that might be one that I will want to try in the near future and maybe do a review on. And you can see there lingering air of crushed pepper. So it's right in the notes there too. You're definitely going to get a nice big hit of that beta-caryophyllene. And it'll be interesting to see if that has any specific benefit. Thanks for watching.